at it again, right? Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And that being said, let's grab a sip of water from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. You already know the drill, right? First, we're going to look at market performance for the past 24 hours. I know a lot of people are busy jumping bridges right now, regretting everything ever. It is what it is. If you understand, if you've been on my channel for a while, you would not be panicking for everything that is happening right now, right? Right after that, we will try to look at prices in details, although I told you guys, TA is not going to help you. This run is different. Everything is all linked together to the macroeconomy. And I'm going to tell you the reason why the market was crashing in a second. Okay? And right after that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But yeah, I came to understand, I have to apologize. Today, to be honest to you, I wasn't planning on uploading a video today because I just got up from work and it was really, really a tough day. A tough day, right? So tired right now. But I said a lot of people kept inboxing me asking what's going on, what's going on. It's like, come on, guys. All you gotta do is just pay attention. Like I told you guys, pay attention to macroeconomy. Once you pay attention to macroeconomy, everything will start making sense. It's not the first time that this situation has happened. You guys remember a couple of months ago when I told you, pay attention to the Japanese economy, right? Because Japan was making a move that was going to not only affect, not only affect the entire crypto market, but was also going to affect all the central banks. You guys remember that, right? And since then, I was telling you, like, okay, you need to pay attention to the macroeconomy because based on what will happen, a lot of people are going to, let me sit down for a second. A lot of people are going to make moves. A lot of people are going to base their positions based on that, right? So what happened today? Just like the Japan bank, central bank came out and they said they were going to print, I think it's $130 billion or something like that, to give to their as a stimulus check to their people. Okay, but people took it the wrong way because when you look at it, excuse me, when you look at it, you do not have $115 billion. It's not enough money to flood the market. It's not enough money to cause all these panics. But because we already know, right? They've done it before, and a lot of people are expecting the same thing, right? So they're expecting, oh, they were going to print to oblivion like they did before, right? And they only print, I think it's like I said, 112, 115, something like that. I got to look at that number again. It didn't have the impact, but it was too late. That cascade effect had already started. Okay, but as you can see, it looks like the market is kind of stabilizing back. The dump is not as bad as many people were expecting it. But again, it comes back to what I usually tell you guys. Macroeconomy. Like right now, you see people trying to create FUD, not just for the stock market, but also for the crypto, because people are saying, yeah, look at Japan did it. Next thing you're going to see, the US is going to do it. Nope, the US is not going to print money. Trust me, they are not. The rumors in the street, the word in the street is like, yeah, they are going to give a $2,000 check to every American. That money is not going to come out from printing money from the central banks. No, it is the stimulus, what do you call it, the trade wars. That is what is going to come out from there. The tariff that the US took from other trades and stuff like that. That is what they are going to distribute to Americans, which is very, very different to printing money and giving out to Americans. That's a very different story. Okay, so if you pay attention, all you gotta do is just sit tight and monitor the macroeconomy, because as you can see, look at the what you call it. Look at the fear and greed index. We are in extreme fear right now, and I keep telling guys, you have to understand how the market makers work. If you go look at the positions right now, 90% of people are shorting the market. Be it Kaspa, be it Bitcoin, be it whatever you want to call. People are busy shorting it right now. And time after time, we've seen it here. What usually happen? The market makers, they will flip the switch and they will hand that hot potato down the line. Right? They will hand it down the line. You are supposed to think straight. It is like, I don't get it, okay? Excuse me for a second. Yeah, sorry about that. It's just like it is a domino effect. Okay, it's a domino effect. And people just like people get how do you say this? Okay, let me say it in another way, okay? Don't treat your investments as a daily trade. You understand? Don't do that. When you treat your investment as a daily trade, that's when you begin to lose much more money than you could ever anticipate. You understand? That's the problem. I usually tell people when anybody asks me, and I said, leverage trading is not for everybody. Okay? Spot trading is not for everybody neither. When you start to confuse them both, you are even worse, in a worse situation. Do you understand? That is the difference. Like for example, I'm gonna use the coins that I hold. Okay, Kaspa, for example. I hold Kaspa for both short and long term. And what do I mean by that? My spot account, I am not going to touch that spot account unless Kaspa starts to go. Let's say maybe I don't even need to sell it. If it starts to go $10, yeah, I may sell some and get it. Maybe I don't, because my leverage positions, I'm planning to make me enough money using leverage. Okay, I'm planning to make enough money using my miners because I'm also mining it. So I am not going to treat my spot account Kaspa the same way I'm treating my leverage trading account on Kaspa. Okay, if you put everything into perspective, okay, your spot account, whether the price goes up or not, nothing. The only thing that changes is the value of your portfolio, right? But your trading account, your leverage trading account, you have no choice but to either close or open. Because let's just say, for example, I'm holding Kaspa on a leverage account, like a lot of you know. Kaspa goes up $2 or $3, and I'm sitting on all this money. What's the point of holding that position open when I can either partially close it, 50% take some profit above it, and the rest can ride, or you can close it completely? That's money made versus you keeping it open, and this position goes all the way up to $3-4 and then come all the way back down to 20 cents. That doesn't make any sense, right? Doesn't. So do not treat your spot account the same way you are going to treat your leverage account. And that's what people are doing. Market is going down. Why? Nobody knows. Okay, I'm going to sell my spot account. You start selling your spot account, before you know it, this thing bounces nearly anything else, and then you start crying about it. Oh, Kaspa is doing bad, Quant is doing this, blah 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 is happening. Unfortunately, all these coins are still tied to Bitcoin's hip. Unfortunately, that's why you're seeing this price action swinging left, swinging right every time that Bitcoin does this. Okay, so again, today Japanese people did their thing, and whatever happening is going on. Whatever the consequences are what we're seeing right now, that Bitcoin is dropping, Ethereum is dropping, everything else is dropping. But I had a question the other day. Somebody asked me if I believed that the bear market was here. I don't think so. Honestly speaking, I don't think the bear market is here. They just keep kicking that bear market back, back, until one day they'll be like, okay, it is what it is. Because right now, again, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you watch the fear and greed index and you compare to where things usually be when the bear market begins, now we're not there yet. Bear market usually start when people are extremely euphoric, extremely bullish. When you start to hear people talking about Bitcoin is going to $400,000, Bitcoin is going to $1 million this season, blah blah blah. That's when the market usually, that's when the bear market usually start. Right now, everybody is expecting Bitcoin to go back down to $70,000. Therefore, everybody's shorting the living Jesus out of it. And that, my friends, is when these market makers usually reverse it. And yep, here's the hot potato, my friend. That's what usually happens. And another thing you also have to understand, if you've been in a bull cycle before, we've seen Bitcoin and other assets, they usually go up and then have a correction 30%, 40%, and all that stuff. From the Bitcoin all-time high to $125,000, whatever it went, this correction we are seeing right now is just 27. I think when I looked at it earlier, it was like 27%. Not even 30. I think it was 20, what? 2020 or something like that when we saw a 50% correction and everybody was calling for a bear market, but this thing still rose up and went. Okay, so it is happening. All you have to do, like again, I usually say in every video, stay off leverage if you don't know what you're doing. Just buy your coins on spot, because the only thing you're going to see is the value go up or down. That's all you're going to see. No much, no less. But you got people who don't know how to do that. You got people, again, like I said earlier, treating their spot accounts as if they were daily trading accounts. You understand? So, honestly speaking, I'm just watching and laughing about it. Because again, I said, money is not going to trickle down. It's not going to happen. Well, it will be from everything else into Kaspa. It will happen. But if you look at it, Bitcoin is just doing what macroeconomy is doing. So all of us who were just asking for institution to step in and do this to crypto assets, I'm saying all of us, because yes, I was one of them. Okay, I was one of them who was like, you know what, we need clear rules and regulations, we need this and that. What all of us did not anticipate is that these guys, they are going to find a way around those rules to try to fuck everybody up. And that's what is happening, right? We all ask for the ET, we all have regulations and all that to happen, and then we started getting these ETFs, we started getting all this stuff. Now they are manipulating the price. So yeah, we can't cry about it, but you have a chance of positioning yourself into the assets before you start seeing ETFs and store of value and all that stuff. And those assets, like I'm saying, are Kaspa and Quant. Because when you look at what Kaspa is bringing onto the table, it's exactly what Bitcoin should have done. And sooner than later, these people are going to discover this and they are going to start investing into Kaspa. They are going to start talking about Kaspa's ETFs, Kaspa's trust funds, Kaspa's whatever you want to call it. If you get into it right now when the price is still, 4 cents, 5 cents, they're going to pump it. They will. And now let's imagine, for example, you get into it right now and Kaspa pumps to $50. Whether the price swings from $50 back to $30 or $20, that would not even bother you because you got into it at 5 cents. Look at Quant right now, $70 or $80. What is it? Once you start to hear about all this stuff, you are going to see Quant up there, 5, 10, 15, or even $20,000. You are going to see it. And by the time they start doing what they're doing right now to Bitcoin, price swinging up and down, you will not even care because you got in at $70. I got in at 40. You see, so those are the things that you start to make sense. It's just the same thing. Like right now, when you tell some, I tell people I got into Bitcoin less than 10 grand, 3,004, 3,500 ish, thereabout. Nobody believes it. Nobody does, because people keep talking about where you should have sold for what. It's just me. It's my investment. I choose to get it there. But the important thing is when nobody believed in it. You know, Bitcoin went from $17,000 all the way back to 3 grand. Everybody and their grandmama, they were quoting Peter Schiff and everybody else who was talking about Bitcoin was going to zero. Nobody believed in it, right? I bit the bullet and I bought it. Here I am today. The same thing that you give a shout out to Da Vinci, which when Bitcoin was $1, was telling people to get in it. People call it a scam, blah, blah, blah. He bit the bullet, he bought it, and here he is today. Do you think Da Vinci cares about Bitcoin being at $80,000 when he got in at a dollar? I don't think so. The same opportunity you have right now. Kaspa's 5 cents. People looking at 5 or 4 cents. Everybody and their grandmama busy jumping up the bridge, talking about prices not doing this, doing blah, blah, blah. You forget the entire market is dropping, but that shouldn't be your problem. Your problem should be trying to accumulate your bags as much as possible. Because the day is coming, you're going to see Kaspa up there at $100. Trust me, when this ETF nonsense starts to come into Kaspa, you will see. And by then, if anybody asks you and you tell them, I've got Kaspa at 4 cents, trust me, nobody will believe you. Because 99.9% of people, they don't think ahead of time. They don't think ahead of time. I'm buying Kaspa on spot because I know 5 to 10 years from now, Kaspa is going to be worth the amount you never even believe. Look at Bitcoin. What utility does Bitcoin has? What utility? Other than store of value, which again does not exist, right? Utility zero. Look at Kaspa. Same as Bitcoin with 1,001 utilities that nobody is expecting. What do you expect would happen when that dry grass catches fire? What do you think will happen? So again, do not look at the market today. It's going to happen. No matter what you do. Macroeconomy, they're going to control it. And I keep telling it every time. Do not look at it. Don't look at TA. Don't look at anything else, because today the world economy is hanging on a thread, right? It is hanging on a thread. Nobody believes it, and they keep telling you, oh yeah, they're going to print money. Print money for what? Where are they going to absorb it? You see what Japan just did? And you think they're going to take the excess dollars that you printed from the US and add to the economy. Because trust me, that 120 billion, whatever they printed, is going to dilute the Japanese yen even more. See? If the US tried that nonsense, we're already on the chopping block on the international monetary. Right? Trust me, it's not going to be like that. All this happening right now is for you to just sit tight and watch. Sit tight and watch. These kind of situations that you're looking at right now, this is how millionaires, multi-millionaires are made. Multi-millionaires. I have positions. If they get close, great. I will load some more until I get the bottom, and then the price up will begin. People seem to forget that Kaspa defied gravity the last bear market. That's what people seem to forget. When you look at the way development is coming on Kaspa, I can bet you that Kaspa is going to defy gravity again in 2026. And that's the whole reason why I said Kaspa is going to be running in 2026. I still stand by it. Like, hey, we're in November right now. Things can happen any moment. Binance can come out today and tell you we are listing Kaspa. OKX. All of them, they can come out today and tell you they're listing Kaspa, and Kaspa is going to run. That's what I've been coming. I've been coming Twitter left and right trying to see what's going on. And what I found there, Binance US, they have now started to talk about CryptoPunks. You remember after Jonathan called them out? They have already started talking about it. Who knows? Maybe they're talking about listing Kaspa, and them listing Kaspa, that's going to shoot the price up to probably $2 or $3. Every coin that has been listed on Binance usually go up 300 or 400%. Usually happen. So you just be ready, be paying attention to that. If you pay attention to the price right now, not just for Kaspa, any asset, you pay attention to that, you are going to miss out. My favorite person in this entire investment world, Warren Buffett, have been paying attention to this portfolio. Warren Buffett is still sitting on a pile of cash, haven't moved it yet. My question is not for him having it. My question is why? He must know something I don't know, right? So you're sitting there looking at the market bleeding, crying about it. It's not going to help. What I'm doing is looking for opportunities. Like I'm about to show you my positions right now. I got into some more positions, open them up. Because market bleeding right now with fear and greed index being in extreme fear does not make any sense. Does not. All the positions you're looking at right now, it don't make any sense for the market to be bleeding. Okay? And if you've been around in this bull run and in the previous bull runs and whatever, if you've been around, they're not the same, but yeah, they do rhyme. You will understand what I'm talking about. So yeah, you can sit here and cry about it. I personally, I wish Kaspa would stay at this 4.2, 4.3 cents till Friday, because I told you my 2 weekly buys is coming up. And the lower the price is, the more Kaspa I get, right? So again, I'm trying to tell you, nights like this, when it is bleeding, this is how you are going to make a lot of money. Trust me, if you're afraid right now, you're going to miss out. You will. And don't blame nobody about it when the time comes and you're like, oh my God, Kaspa 20 cents. I wish it would go back down to 4 cents. Let me get it. Where are we right now? And what are you hearing people crying about it? Quant went up to $170. Oh, I wish it would go back down to $70. Let me get it. What are we right now? See what I'm telling you? Take that chance, because it is not going to last long. Trust me, it won't. Okay. Anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. Yeah, I'm too tired right now, so I'm trying to get this information out for y'all. Just like you can see, it is not going to trickle down. It's not. But anyways, let's go first. Let's start with King Kaspa, KAS. We have here for the past hour, 0.7% down, 3.8% down on the day, 21.9% down on the week, 16.5% down on the month, and 72% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.13 billion and the 24 hours volume traded at $45.79 million. Okay, let's go to the next one, QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin people love to hate. For the past hour, 0.3% down, 4.2% down on the day, 8.9% down on the week, 7.5% down on the month, and 2.1% down on the year, sitting the same at the market cap of $1.13 billion. That is kind of weird that Kaspa and Quant are the same market cap right now. And the 24 hours volume traded at $23.33 million. As you guys can see, the trading volumes are very low on all of them. Okay, now we go look at Cubic. Okay, let's see if they're still at war over there. Okay, for the past hour, 0.2% down, 5.2% down on the day, 22.6% down on the week, 44.8% down on the month, and 46.1% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $102.23 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $3.16 million. I tried to open a position on this on Wix exchange, but they wouldn't let me open a position larger than $100. I don't know what's going on in that exchange. I did write the customer service and they haven't got back to me yet, so I'm going to wait a little bit to see what's going on there. Anyways, now let's continue with Jasmy JS, the Japanese Bitcoin. 1.1% down the last hour, 7.2% down on the day, 23.1% down on the week, 22.5% down on the month, and 63% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $385.30 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $40.16 million. Now let's go with Jonathan's pet turtle Bitcoin, which I call the orange guy. And we have here 1% down the last hour, 4.3% down on the day, 14.8% down on the week, 15.2% down on the month, and 1% up on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.81 trillion. Wow. Wow. And the 24 hours volume traded at 101.64 billion dollars. Guys, this is crazy. You remember Bitcoin was sitting at 3 point some trillion dollars, and you see, store of value, right? See what I'm talking about? Store of value. It's unbelievable that Bitcoin lost over $2 trillion. I told you, people are going to sit on cash because they can see the entire macroeconomy crashing. But before that, they are going to pump it. Trust me, they will. They are going to pump it to oblivion first. And that's why I am still expecting Bitcoin to hit that $140,000-$160,000. Okay. Anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at prices in details. Okay. Although there's no point. There is no point doing this because I'm telling you, TA is not going to help you here until let's see when people wake up tomorrow and see how they are still reacting to this. How do you say it? What the Japanese move, what the Japanese central bank did. As a matter of fact, that's why you see everything is red. Dixie going down, Bitcoin going down. Everything is red. Okay, this is the kind of it's a move that nobody anticipated. Now we're looking at Kaspa on the 1 hour. Ribbon tried to climb like yesterday. Everything was going normal until they did that move today, which crashed Bitcoin and unfortunately took everything along with it. Okay, we are looking at right now on the 1 hour. Ribbon is still spraying downwards, so that indicates like yeah, we might see us continuous more price action going lower than this. Okay, so let's wait because again, you might be sitting here and then you see Bitcoin just jump, and once Bitcoin jumps, it's gonna take everything else with it upwards. Okay, so it is what it is. It's a matter of time, just waiting. Looking at it on the 4 hourly, what do we have? The same thing. There's not much different. The same thing. Okay, I didn't explain it that, but yeah, 17th, which is yellow. I was expecting. There is a news. Like I'm saying, I was watching every all this macroeconomy, and I had the yellow line right there. That something else might be happening. But anyways, looking at the ribbon, what I'm looking at is still spraying out. That's at least good news. When it is spraying out like this, usually be telling you like yeah, the sellers are kind of exhausting their firepower. So yeah, you should expect either price reversal soon or something like that happening. On the daily, yeah, still the same. Look at the ribbon, still the same. So let's sit tight and watch what happens here. If you ask me, like I usually said, I believe that right now we do have just noise. Anything under 12 cents on Casper, it is just swing traders and it's just day traders doing their thing. Okay, sooner than later, again, like I'm saying, go look at the traders chart. There is more people shorting the entire market than it is people longing it right now, and we already know what usually happens. So 12 cents, once we get above it, 15 cents should be easily attained. After that, we have 18, 19 cents before we start looking at all-time high around 20 cents and then getting into price discovery, right? So yeah, sit tight, just watch the market. There is nothing you can do about it, but just see where we go from here. Okay, anyways, now let's go look at coin QNT, the banker's coin. The coin a lot of people love to hate. Same situation, right? Same situation. from a W, but it didn't go up. It got rejected at the moving average, still going down. Then you're looking at the moving average, it's also still spraying. But again, like I usually say, when you look at it, look at where the moving average is and look at where the price is. This is way too far from it. Way too far. So yeah, I'm expecting something like, again, once the madness is done with, we are going to see this thing start to go up towards the moving average, like we've seen time after time. Okay, there's no different about it. Looking at it on the 4 hourly, yeah, no, there's nothing there, still the same. I think we're all still looking at Bitcoin. Looking at it on the daily, let's see. Daily, we've had a retest of the previous resistance. So I heard somebody saying like, yeah, we might have a second retest, which I've never. It's very rare, very, very rare to see an asset reset twice. Okay. So yeah, I'm sitting tight watching it. Like I told you guys, anything under $125 is just noise. Okay, because he was saying about, yeah, the daily we saw a retest, but the weekly is still hanging up there. It hasn't come all the way back down to do a retest and bounce. And like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna go do it again. But hey, let's watch and see. Anything under 125 is just noise. After we conquer that, we'll be looking at $151. Once we do that, we will be looking at 164 before start looking at 176. If we are able to close a daily candle above that, 230 will be the next target. Once we conquer that, then we'll start looking at all-time high, $400 and price discovery. Okay, so sit tight, let's watch, let's see what the macro has to deliver for us. That's the only thing I can tell you. Okay, now let's go quick. Bitcoin, although I don't think there is anything you can do right now looking at Bitcoin is just going to still keep reacting to what the macroeconomy is doing. On the Bitcoin one, one thing I was doing, like when I was looking at it earlier, I was looking at this ribbon. It's like, that is weird, the way that ribbon is set. Like, look, how many indecisions do you see? Okay, look at this. Try to curve, and again, now you see how the way it's still going down, but it's just the same thing. Fear and greed index is telling you one thing. Macroeconomy is telling you the same thing that the fear and greed index is showing. So I'm saying, I think they are going to reverse it before you can even know. Because again, I still firmly believe that Bitcoin, it is still going up to that $150,000 to $160,000. This is just a temporary thing. Look at that ribbon. Look at it. Spraying out like crazy. It is just a temporary thing. And before you know it, it is going to start going up. And everybody and their grandmama who is busy calling about a bear market, they are going to get caught off guard. The same thing. Look at that. Look at the way the price is and look at where the moving average is. Something is not right with this price action, guys. Something is not right with it. And as you can see on Bitcoin, I even have I have it on November 24th. Okay, and I also have here November 28th. Those 2 dates. Pay attention to those dates. You're about to find out. But anyways, it's up to you, right? Whatever you want to do, that's your money. I'm not your financial advisor. But yeah, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. But before we do that, again, please do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. I will just recommend stay on spot. Stay on your spot. Buy coins on spot. They're still gonna go up anyways. Me, yeah, I throw some money on leverage and watch. If it get liquidated, great. If not, well, if it get liquidated, I open another one because I'm trying to find the bottom. That's why I keep doing it. Okay. To you, please do not get into leverage if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. If you want to try it, down below I do have Phemex, Margex, Wix, and Bydfi. You can try those, sign up, meet their deposit requirements, and start trading. If you can turn 20 into 40, 40 into 80, 80 into 160, so on. Excuse me, I'm so tired right now. If you can do that, so on and so forth, okay, then you are ready. If you cannot do it, keep on practicing before you use big money to trade, because trust me, leverage trading is the fastest way you can lose your money. Okay, but anyways, yeah, I'm trying to rush this out because I'm so tired, as you can see. Let's go look at my positions. Okay, first we're gonna start Bydfi. Here, just like I told you guys yesterday, I was going to open other positions. Okay, as you can see, my overall here is sitting at $5,500 approximately, and here I am trading three assets: King Kaspa, quant, and I open a new position on Jasmine. So for my quant, I am still down $4,300. Okay, as you can see right now. And on my Kaspa, I am down $382. And on my Jasmine, which I just opened not long ago, I am down $91, as you can see right there. Okay, so yeah, I just opened them. That's me. I'm not going to sit and cry about it. I'm just going to make sure that I try to get into these positions before the market runs. If I lose, well, I will open again. I don't wait. Okay, I will open again. But anyways, now let's go and look at my other positions in Phemex. Excuse me. Let's see, Phemex, this one. As you can see, my overall here is sitting at $197. Okay, yeah, I did put a $600 position and $200. Let's see what Kaspa is up to, because that's the only thing I am trading here. And as you can see, I am down $370, which is 69% of my position. 70%. Okay, I think I'm going to scale it up. Okay, that's what I would do right now. Give me a quick second. Okay, and last but not the least, my week's exchange, which again, as you guys can see, overall is sitting at $273 approximately. Now we look here, and I have two positions open here too. On my quant, I am down $195, and on my Kaspa, I am down $428. So yeah, just keep on waiting to see if the market is going to reverse or not, because again, conditions are showing that this drop you're looking at right now is just as a question of the what's going on in the macroeconomy. Okay, now let's go look at my son's Acorn, Acorn account, which is right here. Pretty sure he's not doing great neither, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, he's not leveraging, he's just holding it. He's doing way better than I thought. He's sitting at $458. And then let's see here what's going on here. Let's go. Okay, 0.76% all-time high. Okay, so we do have here stocks 366. Yeah, he's doing great. It's like I said, it's just a question of you knowing what you're doing. If he can do it, I'm pretty sure you can do it too. But anyways, guys, again, it's just the macroeconomy. It's not gonna be the same thing like all the other bull runs. This run is different. Okay, they just rhyme. They're not the same. Anyways, yeah, I gotta get out of here because I'm so tired. I'm pretty sure you guys can see it. Okay, I'm so tired right now. I see. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Okay, don't forget to like and comment. I am very interested in knowing what you think about everything that we talked about today. And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Again, the days you see blood in the street is an opportunity. Don't let it go. Stop being afraid. Put on your big boy's pants and scoop up as much Kaspa and quant as possible. Until I see you in my next one, please take very good care of yourselves, okay? Bye bye.